Well, once again, here we are down in the mines. And I can hear the undead. Ah! Die! Die, 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 die. Oh, I do not want you either. Great. Seal that up for now. Well, mostly I've just kind of been going along here. Not much to say, I guess. Trying to collect, coal. There's plenty of coal over here. Tons of the stuff. So, mining. What else is there to say? Other than hunting. Oh. These. This is really nice. Normally I end up with a bunch of fence posts that I never do anything with. When I have a mine like this, but this time I'm still building my farm, so with any luck I'll get enough fence posts here I won't even have to expend my now sizably increasing body of wood. Although I'm certain to get even more wood from all these planks down here too. Oh boy. So right now we're still relatively close to the bottom of the well. As I knock these things down, and as you can see, of course, this is a naturally occurring ravine, chasm. Wait, I only got 5? Oh, no, that's fine enough right now. And mostly I'm just kind of down here mining at the moment for the sake of killing time at night. One of the things that Better Than Wolves adds, or has changed, is it's added an option for... Well, actually, I don't even think it's an option. I think it's just part of the mod now. It's added what's been nicknamed Hardcore Bed, as a joke. Basically what it is beds are now completely decorative. In the sense that they don't do anything other than look nice. You don't sleep in them, you can't change your spawn point, nor can you just simply pass the night. Which may seem excessively restrictive to some, I imagine. I find it an interesting change. No lava bad. Stay lava. No, I don't want you zombies either. I've read recently on the forums of the Flower Child, the guy who creates, and maintains, the maker of the Better Than Wolves mod. There's been some discussion, critique, or just about the feature. What, are you up here? Are you down here? I don't know. I don't know where you are. I don't care where you are. I want you dead. Zombie! Shut up. Ow! What the f... Oh, God. No. Screw you. I'm behind a post. You cannot... Oh, okay, you can still hit me. Die. Now you are dead. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove the post here. There we go. Light this up. I hate lighting errors. I really do. I hear they fix them in the next coming update. Or 1 point, whatever it is, 4 I think it is, or 4.2. Oh, freak you, freaking spiders. I hate you. Oh, there you are, you giant spider. You're over there. I'm going to ignore you. I can't ignore you. I can ignore you because I don't care. You can't get at me. You're stuck on a post. And I'm going to ignore you. Because I can do that. Block that out. Anyway, it might be about daytime now, so I'll head back up. I'm going to carve away some of this stone, I think, and create a staircase there. Here we are. Here's the, well, I've removed partially the staircase that was just there, you know, temporarily, and added the Wells ladder here. I might add an elevator later. That's one of the things Better Than Wolves mod has added has an elevator option that you can create using wicker, which is from reeds. Let's see. Oh, yay, it's daylight. Go back to prepping the farm. How much time do I have? I gotta not be careless. Not keep my eye out for creepers. I gotta not be careless and fail to keep my eyes open for creepers. Okay, well, we've got some things here. Yeah, I've divided this into two fields that are like basically adjacent so they can share fencing. Part of what's going on here, and let me adjust the sound there. Part of what's going on here is I'm setting up my farm this way in part because I've got plenty of iron by now to create buckets, you may have noticed, but I haven't because one of the things that Better Than Wolves does is it has a hardcore bucket mode that makes it so that buckets only pour flowing water temporarily. If I had a bucket on me, I'd show you. It's basically that you can pick up water from anything, even flowing water, like this. But when you pour it out, it's just flowing water like these blocks here. It's not a source block. So the water simply pours out from your bucket and then kind of dissipates. The reason why this is Better Than Wolves makes a lot of use of different, or no, it makes use a lot of water flow. One of the features of Better Than Wolves has a lot of stuff about automation by using water flow to carry items from one place to another to do various things. I'm sure you'll get a chance to see later what I'm talking about, but what that means is that water flow is pretty important. So part of what making the game more strategic, there we go, and some of that excess wood, and some of this too, just for whatever, make more fencing. The idea behind it is to make the game more strategic, where normally you can just pick up a bucket of water and put it anywhere, so you could easily have, it would be, that was an Enderman, I'm pretty sure. That's another one of the changes. I'll touch on Enderman in another video probably. But, yeah, Endermen make lightning sounds now. Yeah. Get away, pig. You're in my way. I'm making fencing here. Get out. There we go. So, what happens is, instead of water just being infinitely placeable, you actually have to be strategic about existing water sources and use things like creating aqueducts and other structures in order to supply your water needs. So it makes elevation important. One of the things Better Than Wolves has added is pumps, so that it will allow you to pump water from a lower level to a higher level. So if you really need it for that, you can do that. So you're not limited in that respect. Maybe I'll make, yeah, I'll just make one fence thing for a change here and just add more fencing that way. So what that means is like with the example here of my current fields, I'm using a single pool of water as a source for both of these fields. And in some ways this makes the game more realistic and interesting. I mean, it's not as easy, of course, in the sense of, I can just put down a bucket of water. But it makes the game more strategic, more challenging, more thought. It makes you think more about the game and think more about what you're doing and what decisions you make. And I think that makes the game deeper in that respect, which is why I really, really applaud Flower Child's work in Better Than Wolves, because a lot of mods out there, I mean, they're kind of fun for a spin, so to speak, but a lot of them just make the game easier and easier and easier to the point where, there's not much challenge. And what that results in is the game being so... Well, it takes away the challenge of the game. One moment, I gotta count. This is the dead center, okay. I want to remove this right there. Okay, awesome. And as things become easier, it's true in some ways that can be more fun. Like how I use the timber mod. It makes it a lot easier when cutting down trees. However, over time, that kind of loses its luster, its enjoyment value, because once things become very easy, there stops being any engagement in the challenge. But it's also, at the same time, it's also not about simply being harder or more difficult either, because just something being harder for the sake of being harder isn't really all that enjoyable either, necessarily. And that's, I think, the real challenge behind game design here, which is what really interests me about what Flower Child is doing, is the question of how to maintain both a sense of challenge and a sense of developing growth over time. Much like the tool progression, where the better tools you get, the easier it is to mine, the faster it is to mine, these kinds of things. And it's not about just making things harder, but making them, actually, to put it another way, and this is kind of a cliche, but it's about not so much making you work harder as it is making you work smarter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, crap. Water flow only reaches out to... Oh, I gotta readjust this whole thing and move it over 1. Okay, so we're not ready to plant seeds yet. I gotta uproot all this. It shouldn't be that hard, but kind of a pain in the butt. And I'm gonna have to head back in by the night. Actually, that brings me back around to what I was saying earlier about the bed. One of the big reasons behind taking the use of the bed away to change just night from day is that it restores something that some of the older players will remember of Minecraft, is the way in which nighttime becomes a real challenge. Nighttime is the time that you run indoors and hide from mobs, because otherwise they will mess you up. And it restores this sort of cycle of, during the day I'll do stuff outside, and at night I need to withdraw into safety because it's dangerous outside. And as you progress, that danger becomes less because you become increasingly well defended. But maintaining this kind of cycle of day-night where you have a feeling like, okay, it's nighttime, I need to do this, it creates a sense that the world is more challenging, more dangerous, but also gives you a sense of reward. Die. A sense of reward, because it makes your development in terms of your own defenses more meaningful, because it is dangerous. You can't just, sleep and make the night go away.